Welcome back. The world's population is aging. The proportion of people above 65 is increasing everywhere. Here in the United States, the nation is grayer than it ever has been before. Here and everywhere, who will care for the elderly? How will the workforce be impacted? How will they deal with loneliness or even pay for healthcare, rent and other costs? Japan is the world's fastest aging country, and pensioners there are taking matters into their own hands. In this incredible story, we see more and more of them are committing crimes to land themselves in prison. CNN's Hanako Montgomery explains this phenomenon from Tokyo.
Despite what you see, this is no nursing home. It's Japan's biggest women's prison.
I celebrated my 81st birthday in here.
Tochigi Women's Prison is on the front lines of Japan's loneliness epidemic among seniors. 1 in 5 inmates here are elderly. You see it in the wrinkled hands gripping walls. Hear it in the slow shuffle of walkers. And you feel it too. A strange serenity blankets this place. Security more a formality than a necessity.
This is the first and only security checkpoint that we've gone through to enter this prison.
Inside, we see inmate after inmate with gray hair, bent backs. The 81-year-old prisoner, who's anonymous to protect her privacy, tells me she's here for shoplifting. But it's not her first time behind bars. 20 years ago, she was in for the same crime, she says. The only way she knew how to get back to prison.
When I got caught this time, I thought, I don't care what happens to me anymore. I want to die. I don't care if I live or not. I can't tell you how difficult it is to be alone.
Japan's crime rate is one of the lowest in the world. But its prison system is now flooded with senior inmates who increasingly see prison as home.
There's no one to take care of them outside, and they're repeatedly abandoned. They come here because they don't have anywhere else to go.
The Japanese government says the country's aging population means more lonely seniors and a surge in elderly crime. In the last 20 years, the number of elderly inmates has nearly quadrupled, and it's changing life here for everyone.
Now we have to change their diapers, help them bathe, eat. At this point, it feels more like a nursing home than a prison full of convicted criminals.
This inmate, in for drug use, tells me she earned her nursing license behind bars after spending so much time caring for elderly prisoners. We are shown a workshop where guards don't bark orders, but help elderly prisoners with their medicine, making sure they don't hurt themselves. Meals are taken in cells, alone and in silence. But for some, just knowing someone's nearby is enough.
My son tells me to disappear. He says, I don't care when you die. They are very good people in this prison. I am very thankful that in prison, I can live a regular life every day.
With no one and nowhere to go, some of Japan's elderly are choosing a life of crime, as freedom is a cheap price to pay for the chance to not die alone. Hanako Montgomery, CNN, Tochigi.
Dealing with desperation there, and when we come back, friends who are dealing with death. The Spanish director Pedro Almodovar joins me to discuss his new film, The Room Next Door, starring Julianne Moore and Tilda Swinton.